Hey guys, hope you're having a great week. My name is Doug Bernier, and in this video, I want to give you 3 simple tweaks that you can steal from elite hitters. Number 1, bat angle. Number 2, bat and body direction. And number 3, timing. Now, these first 2 attributes, the bat angle and the bat body direction, are often overlooked and not really appreciated. Now, if you were to exclude major league players, only about 10% of professional minor league hitters possess both of these traits. Now, once you get to the major leagues, that number jumps up to about 60 to 70%. Now, that's not by accident. There's a reason that major leaguers are doing this and that other guys that are still trying to figure out don't quite have it yet. Now, these are not crazy easy mechanical changes, but you'll see as we go through it that there's something that everybody can do and accomplish. Number 3, the timing part, is you just got to embrace it, guys. This is going to be a daily grind to try to be able to compete and beat the pitcher. The pitcher is trying to disrupt your timing, and it is your job as a hitter to try to be on time as much as possible. So just know going into it that timing is going to be a daily battle that you're going to have to embrace. I just finished my 16-year playing professional career. Now I'm a professional scout with the Rockies. I sit right behind the net, about 10 rows up. I got that same angle that you got right now. I just watch A-ball to the big leagues, and I've watched over 100 games. I've watched multiple hundred players step into this box just this season, and I saw a lot of things just pop out to me. And this first one, bat angle, was crazy important. It stuck out, and it separated. Just bat angle it separated the consistent from the inconsistent. Now, let's talk about what happens when you don't have a good bat angle. There's 4 things that happen. First, you have a hand-led swing. So from here, you take your body out of it and you just take your hands to the ball. You become a collision hitter, and you're not giving yourself, you're not really allowing your body to create bat speed. You're just a collision hitter, and you're hoping that the ball hits your bat. Number 2, you have a really steep, inconsistent attack angle. So when our barrel's behind us, we get that bat in the zone early, right? And we are working through the baseball, and we have a nice trajectory through the ball. From here, it's not that way. From here, how do we get to this ball? We're not able to sit here and go like that. That's a really long swing. Plus, we're going to lose our barrel like that. So from here, the only really way to get there is to chop down on the ball. We do that, we got a lot of problems. Inconsistent attack angle, we're not going to find consistency. Number 3, our bat is in and out of the zone quickly. We talked about before, we want that barrel going through the zone as long as possible. And when the barrel is in and out of the zone, our timing has to be perfect, and it makes hitting so much more difficult. So guys, just really work on this bat angle. It will help get that bat and keep that bat in the zone longer. And number 4, we're not going to have the bat speed. From here, we talked about when we get that nice angle, we allow that barrel to build bat speed behind us and work to the hitting zone. From here, we have none of that. So we are just going right to the baseball. We're not giving our bat time to gain speed, to gain bat speed. And plus, we become very upper body dominant. We're not using our legs. We're not syncing up our swing. And we all know we can squat more than we can bench press, right? So if you're taking your legs out of your swing, you're taking out a major power source. So all it takes is this little angle right here, and that engages the whole entire body. So bat angle is very important, and that's the first thing to work on. So the second tweak that we can steal from elite hitters are bat and body direction. Now, even if you have a good angle with the bat, if you don't have proper direction, you're going to stumble. You're not going to be as consistent as you can be. Now, I attribute a lot of this into the mental part of the game and the thinking. So people are getting paid to hit home runs. Everyone's trying to hit home runs, working on launch angle, and just trying to hit bombs, right? But when we're doing that, the natural tendency is to want to pull everything. And we're looking on the inner third of the plate because that's the ball we can handle better, and that's the ball that we can drive to the pull side easier. So there are 3 things that we want to focus on when we're talking about bat and body direction. Number 1, we want our bat and body direction working through center field. When we do that, we can handle more pitches on the plate. So if we have our bat working up the middle, back through the pitcher, we have plate coverage from the inside to the outside part of the plate. That's what we want. We want to be able to handle more pitches. Because we're doing that, because we are working and our thought process is back up the middle, now we can handle off-speed pitches easier. So if we can hit fastballs to the middle of the field, now all of a sudden they try to slow us up by throwing change-ups or spinning something. Now we're going to be out in front because we have that good direction. Our bat's in the zone a long time. We'll catch that ball out in front, and now that's the ball that we pull for a home run. So those are the important factors. That's why we want to have that up the middle direction. Now, if we don't have good direction, what it looks like is from here, usually this front side pulls and we are in and out and we're just trying to hook everything this way. When we do that, obviously, we're going to struggle with anything on the outer 2/3 of the plate because we are looking for the inner third to do damage. The only problem is pitchers don't like to throw in here. They know that we're trying to hit homers. They know guys are trying to, hit fly balls. And they know that a lot of hitters work on that fastball in the inner half of the plate. So, plus pitchers don't want to hit anybody. They want to work away. When they throw off speed, they're not throwing it into you, they're throwing it away. So we need to be able to handle the outer 2/3 of the plate. If our bat and body direction are going this way, we limit in the pitches that we can handle. So basically, we're only allowing ourselves to hit pitches over the inner third of the plate. So that's a problem right there. Number two, we're going to have trouble with anything other than a fastball. So whenever they change speeds, we're going to struggle. So if we are out in front of fastballs and we're trying to hit fastballs to the pull side, once they throw the changeup or anything that spins, we're going to be out in front and we're going to swing and miss. And then obviously, like we kind of touched on before, anything on the outer 2/3 of the plate, we're not going to be able to get to. So we're going to be either swinging through it and we're not going to be able to get it, or it's going to look away. We've all done this before where that pitch comes out of the pitcher's hand and we're like, oh, that ball's way off the plate. And then we look and we can see it cross right over the outer half of the plate right here. And it's like, oh man, out of the hand, it looked like it was going to be way outside. That's the reason, because we're pulling off and our direction is going to the pull side. And to add on to that, one more little bonus thing. If we're having trouble with the outer half of the plate, seeing it, identifying it, maybe it looks further off than it really is, now all of a sudden we start chasing pitches that are off the plate for balls, because this is the pitch we want, this is the pitch we can handle. So out of the hand, we see a pitch on this side of the plate. Now all of a sudden we start to expand the zone and we're jamming ourselves and we're just swinging at balls and we're getting in pitchers' counts. So bat and body direction is key, and when you combine that with bat angle, you got two hitting attributes that are easily fixed but are very, very important. And then the third tweak that we're stealing from elite hitters is timing. Timing is super important. As we talked about earlier, pitchers are trying to throw off our timing, and as hitters, we are trying to be on time as much as possible. And we're trying to do things in the box to allow for our timing, so our timing doesn't have to be quite as perfect, right? So a few things, when you watch hitters, especially from the side, you can tell a guy that has good timing. It looks like he's waiting on the baseball. He never ever looks rushed. So what does that look like? As a hitter, usually the reason for timing problems is everything starts too late. 95% of players are just too late getting started. So if you're having trouble, if the ball seems like it's getting on you, you're getting jammed a lot, you're swinging at bad pitches, start earlier. That is the one thing that you can take home right now, and you will see improvement right away. Our goal is we want to have our load, everything out of the way as the ball is coming out of the hand. Our foot doesn't have to be down. I'm not saying get your foot down and sit here. No, I'm saying get the load, get the bat angle, get everything set, get into that backside as the ball is being released from the pitcher's hand. When you do that, you're giving yourself plenty of time. From here, now your swing can happen smoothly, it can fire with some power, and it can fire on time. When you get all the load and the moves and everything out of the way early, what that also does is it lets you see the ball better. When you see the ball better, you make better decisions, you swing at the pitches that you can handle. There's just a whole chain of events that happen just from being on time. Also, when we're on time early, we have, like I said, more fluidity. We can create more bat speed. We're not rushed. If we're rushed, what happens when we're late? All of a sudden, we don't have that good bat speed. Everything gets tense. We try to fire on the ball, and we lose our mechanics because we're all athletes, especially when we step in the box, and we try to do things to hit the ball in the barrel. So if we're late and the ball gets on us, it's a natural tendency to try to lean back so we can get our barrel to the ball. When that happens, our mechanics break down. So a simple piece is work on that timing. When the timing is right, you'd rather be early than late, then the mechanics start to happen. The mechanics work naturally and everything starts to sync up. So before you start trying to make these drastic mechanical changes, check your timing. If your timing is right, you're early or on time, the swing usually looks a lot nicer. So don't be in a huge rush to do a complete overhaul of your swing. Check your timing, see where you're at. So guys, I want to recap real quick. We talked about bat angle, we talked about bat and body direction, and timing. And with the timing, just know guys, it's a daily battle. You're going to have to work on it every single day. There's going to be days where you feel like you're locked in and your timing is great, and there's going to be times where you feel like your timing is awful. But it's a daily grind. Embrace it now. But take those three: bat angle, bat and body direction, timing. Work on those three things. You will see improvement really, really quickly. Good luck and go get them, guys.